the world can seem really complicated in your 20s, especially like, as a lawyer. Well, are you a lawyer? Are you a business person or whatever, and so on and so forth. The older I get, the more blurry those lines get, and I like it. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a philosophical part to what I do. There is a spiritual part to what I do.
Sure.
There is a legal part to what I do. And it works best for me when and there's a business part to what I do. And it works best for me when I recognize all of those things. And the cool thing about what I do is I've known what happens to people when they're seriously injured. And what I finally also learned to do is we help them get ready for what's going to be next, because they can either have a very miserable life once this is done, or they can prepare themselves and sometimes have a very happy life as long as they prepare themselves for the changes. And it's really it's really cool for me. I mean, I'm at the time of my life where I'm at the top of my game, and someone else will take the reins sooner than I probably want. And it's just a real blessing to help people and to see the good that I can do by putting all of those things together. And it teaches me that it teaches me that you just really have to pay attention to all aspects of what's going on around you. Mm-hmm. And it's not hard. It's just that you have to give yourself permission.
Right.
And I'm sad because I see some lawyers who don't do that. When I hear somebody say, well, that's not really about the practice of law. Yeah, that's right. But on the other thing, if you've seen it 100 times, you probably, and the same thing happened, you probably know something about it. That doesn't mean I hold myself out as a counselor or a pastor or a philosopher or a psychologist. Mm-hmm. But I certainly see all aspects of it.
And I could see that just visiting with you.
Yeah.
And you're definitely passionate, and you take your industry and your role very serious to help and assist and get your clients prepared, whatever that may look like.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And that's all people want, is to be helped and have a professional like yourself in their corner.
And the toughest thing is for them to understand when they need that and to trust that it can happen.
Exactly.
Because the hardest thing, especially for men, is to fall into the arms of somebody else.
Right.
You know, they're used to, wait a minute, I'm the breadwinner. I'm the one that does the heavy lifting. I'm the one that lifts 100 pounds. And all of a sudden they're in a situation where they're never going to lift 100 pounds again. So how do you measure yourself after that?
Exactly.
I've seen that. I can answer some of those questions.
And I think
that's we can talk about.
And I think as a male too, we think we can handle it. We can take care of it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't, unfortunately.
Well, the other thing I'm finding out about age is that at some point in time, it keeps handing you restrictions, and here's the end of the line, and you're not doing this as well anymore.
Right.
You lose a step. I don't care if you're talking running or how you hit a golf ball or anything like that.
So right.
Yes.